Hello, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Crusader Kings 2, a Game of Thrones. Now there's a few new houses, but that's not important. What is important is that last time we took a huge chunk of land, and oh, would you look at that, the Iron Throne is assembled, I suppose you would say, once again. What is this island over here? Driftwood Hall. Sounds very familiar. Yet I have no idea what it is. So, Benjen the Second is still in power over here, but we've given the Starks their due. Let's take a look at the Lannisters. Oh god. Okay, so Tyrion, the Imp, is now the ruling face, if you will, though, you know, considering that he's ugly, this is kind of funny, alright, I'll go with it, is now the ruling face of the Lannister bloodline. Ha. Alright. So he's a genius, he's a dwarf, he's ugly, cynical, proud, arbitrary, and wrath. I wouldn't call him wrath, but alright. And he's become wrath probably with the... Oh, and of course he's drinking, yes. Oh dear, oh dear. Cersei is engaged to Lancel Lannister. I know this character. He's a squire, a 10-year-old squire. Or she's betrothed to him. And this is a lot more interesting. Lord Commander Jaime was beheaded on the order of King Robert of the Iron Throne. And mind you, King Robert has not yet married Cersei, nor has he married anyone else. For that matter, he is a tyrant, though. So tyranny decays at a rate of 5 every 5 years. Ooh. Let's see, how many people has he killed? So he's killed Rhaegar Targaryen. He was hung. It's great that we can now track this. This is awesome. You used to not be able to track this so well. Now this is great. And he killed Jaime. The rest are like not that important. Lord John of Griffin's host. Yeah, it's just whatever. Alright, so Renly of the Stormlands. What about Dorne? Are we taking a look at Dorne? Prince Doran is still firmly in control of Dorne. And all is well down there. Over here, Mace of the Reach. Lady Olenna, still alive, still kicking. Wouldn't be surprised if she outlives pretty much all of this lot. I don't see a particular character anywhere that I would like to see, but apparently, you know, it's not there. Do we still... What's this? Oh, Oldstone, of course. So the crossing is now... Ooh, alright, here's a question. Walder Frey has died a natural death at the age of 81. And his eldest son is now in charge. Alright. John the Just. Up here. Alright, so we've diverted, I think, sufficiently to the point of this having nothing to do with the real thing anymore. But there are invasions from the north, aren't there? This is going to be interesting. Like, what happens up here? Specifically when if a certain character shows up, and if not, then a certain other character. Now, what did you tell us? Well, for those that have watched the show, there were 2 invasions, right? From the north, for 2 different reasons. There you go, I've spoiled enough. So, I've unpaused for a second, just to get rid of the siege and everything. Now, let's see, have 5 children, obtain Valyrian steel, fall in love, become exalted among men. This is not bad, but let's go with obtain Valyrian steel. See if that gives us any particular options to obtain the aforementioned. Now, there is also, we could ask for help managing our titles, but that would be silly. That would indeed be silly. Here's the thing, though. The biggest problem here is now going to be keeping everything that we've taken. So he is obviously going to hate the living hell out of me because I've usurped his title and he desires pretty much everything that I own. However, I will keep Old Volantis. Because, I mean, it's a large, saucy Valyrian fort. There's a castle town being built. And Volantis as well I would like to take from you. Now, let's see. What about the Duchy of the High City of Volantis? Who owns this? You own it. F you. Alright. It's not worth the trouble of taking it over from him, basically, is what the thing is. So, if I were to give you the High Lordship of Qarth... What? No. No, I will give you the High Lordship of... No, you already have the High Lordship. What am I talking about? I need to give you Old Volantis back. That's what I need to do. Yeah. Do I want to do that, though? Yeah, I need to do that. I can't keep the entirety of Old Volantis. I can't keep any of Old Volantis, actually. So, here you go. Lordship of Old Volantis, all yours. How much do you hate me now? Still to the brim, right? Oh, because I owe you stuff in Volantis itself, don't I? Right. Go Western Gate is yours. Actually, I've actually done Long Bridge is yours. I'm actually doing you a favour because I've just taken this off of the vassal, so you can now keep whichever one you like. New Palace is yours, and those are all of them, right? And now you actually have a positive opinion of me, despite the fact that I just butchered you and all your men, which is kind of interesting. Now, what level is this? R'hllor is a duchy, so I can't really give that to anyone. Alright. Now then, this is Volon Therese, and it's a duchy on its own. Right, so it's a one-province duchy. That's a little bit weird, but nonetheless, here we are, right? So we'll create a vassal out of the temple, and I'll keep the city and this thing, because it's a... Yeah, it's pretty big. It's a common Volantine castle. And this is a large Volantine city, so yeah, this is pretty big. I'll keep this if I can. Which I probably can't. I can give this away, so... We need someone new, though, from the court, and preferably not a slave. Like I said, preferably not a slave. I can give it to my son, and I think I should do that. So, Lordship of Bone Coast is all yours. Me boy, there you go. And that should make you happy for a plethora of reasons, actually. So now I've actually given you a land to own on your own, and we can also sign a non-aggression treaty with you. Considering we're a family and all that, but now I can create this title. And it costs me 0 gold to create it, so I will, because it's extra prestige each month. Unless it gives me like a too many duchies held opinion penalty, which would be unheard of. Let's check with you, for example. So, medium realm authority, raised levies, cannibal, drunken, vicious rumors. Foreign conqueror, drunken, cannibal, foreign religion. Alright, yep, that's fine. I can hold this, and I think I will. It's a port over here. It's mine, alright? That's all it is. It's mine. But I am over the limit. Let's see. What if I focused on... Stewardship is just going to give me +2. It's not enough. I can imprison you. Why can I imprison you? You're a leader of a plot. What plot would that be? Replace him as Justiciar. I have an 81% chance. What about your family? You have none. Alright. Congratulations, you've landed yourself in prison. Oh, you were one of my bodyguards, were you? Oh well. Doesn't matter. I can call Igon for trial. I'm going to do that, but I can also go into hiding and I can negotiate with this idiot. Oh, it's because he's raiding me. Nah, he's raiding me with 200 men, that's nothing. Excuse me, I actually brought something to drink along for this recording session because it's going to be a lengthy one. It's like a protein shake, I suppose? It's a milkshake, basically. There's a little bit more proteins in it than you'd expect. It's not a real protein shake, but it's delicious. Banana and chocolate. Lovely. Let's see. So, I ideally need to get some duchies going in all of these places. No, ideally what I do is I give all of Volantis to someone, right? Now that's what I do ideally. And just bury it beneath a vassal and be like, right, you deal with it now. Unfortunately, I can't do that. For fairly obvious reasons, I can't do that. Ha 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 ha. Well... Here's the really odd thing. They don't hate me that much between me and you. It's like it's like more of a passive hatred, you know? You know what I can do? I can give this city away. Or I can make the city the capital and give this away. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to make this the capital, and I'm going to give this away. So I can hold the city, which is a lot more important because of tax. And that should give me a load of money. And money is something I dearly need. And the thing is, we're probably only going to do that until we get our hands on this from my brother-in-law. Which I could work towards, and I think the way to do that is I kill all of his children. Yeah, and then my sister would inherit it, or his sister would inherit it, my wife. and then we would have a common heir, which she would have the same heir as I do, which is my son, ideally, but, you know. You're a liberator of slaves? Really? Oh, you're the exact polar opposite of me. I guess opposites do attract. Actually, let's check that. No, they don't. Not really. Okay, let's call this guy for trial, because I haven't done that before. I have no idea what that does, or how that looks like. We need realm size 180 and 3 kingdom titles to do that, and prestige 3000. I'd love to form an empire, but I can't, unfortunately. Okay. How about colonizing places? How'd you do that? Well, you need, I think, 1,000 gold or something like that to colonize a place, so we're not doing that anytime soon. That's for sure. We need to work our way to like that way and that way to connect the two. And that's what we've decided, right? But like even then, new geese. Do a slave raid for it. We need to do a slave raid like yesterday. I'm looking at all these vassals I've inherited and I'm thinking, is there anything I can do to make them like me more? And I don't think I can. I'm a foreign conqueror with a foreign religion. This is a recipe for disaster. Usually what I do in these situations is just create duchies and delegate, you know, but I can't do that. Because I need to own a province. Game rule, high lordship creation requirements has got to be off. Sorry. Yeah. So I expect to find well, a disaster of some sorts. Okay, what is this? Egon has demanded a trial before the court, which brings Zaro, Zoan, Daxos shall observe to ensure justice is served. At the start of the trial, he is formally accused of sedition and conspiracy against the realm, a charge brought by pure-born Salor Naxos, that would be me. He begins to present his defense, and some decent arguments were made. Many in the court seem to sympathize with him. Okay, we'll give that. We'll leave that there for a second. What is this? Again, he has been a loyal and able servant. Is this really a word? I've never seen that word in my life. I genuinely haven't. I've never heard it used, I never saw it written. It's funny. Alright, whatever. It's not like misspelled loyal either, is it? It's probably a word and I'm just being an idiot. Because I've never seen that word. Alright, well, you learn something new every day, don't you? Well, I'll look it up later. It will be seen as a right and honourable course of action to reward him. I think his servants warrants a grant of land. What? Lordship of Sekel. Why would I give you land? No, I don't want to do that. Agreed, I shall arrange this reward. I pay you 15 gold. Sure. Strutting back and forth, Prince Aroxon masterfully questions the accused, using every superlative available in Qarth. He captured the court, ripping through the accused's defense and showing them to be a liar. He made a strong case. A verdict has been reached. Prince Aroxon proclaims, for the crime of sedition and conspiracy against the realm, I find Aegon guilty. Only the council can lawfully decide the punishment. As council has the right to decide justice matters, Aegon will be kept imprisoned. You may try to execute exile or release them via normal interactions. Okay. And yeah, that's the back to my son. Alright, this drink is making my voice go weird. We're not drinking it anymore. And now you're asking for no, let you rot. We're not giving you any more. No. That's it. I can sell you into slavery. So, if I were to enslave you, that wouldn't be good, right? Tyranny increased by 5. Why? Okay, we'll just execute you then. Oh, there's ways of executing him. Right. We can eat him. We can actually eat him. I've been waiting for this. I didn't know this was a thing. I thought I'd just click execute and he dies. Oh, that's great. That's so great. That is so great. I was looking for this feature yesterday. Alright. And there's a more option. The elephants, the snake pit. Oh, lovely. Alright. You'll make a good meal. Well, what does it actually do? 10% of getting cruel. Then 20% check of getting cruel. I get crazy cannibal, giving the following effect. General opinion minus 50. Yeah, no. Let's not do that. How about trample him with elephants? I'd gain 15 prestige, I'd lose piety. No, I'm just gonna behead you, honestly. I don't hate you enough, because you just... No, this was just, you know, an exercise in justice. I don't really hate you for anything personally, so... You know, that's about it. I think that'll have to suffice. Huh. Alright. So, now let me check how much men do we have. Around 40,000 in total. Yeah. About that. Here's the thing. I'm gonna have rebellions, that's why I'm not unpausing. I'm gonna have a load of rebellions. Desires the Principality of Valantis. What if I made this my primary title? Because then he couldn't desire it from me, right? I think that's how it works. But you could desire stuff from me, but you're my brother-in-law. We'll get a non-aggression pact with you. Yeah, there you go. So then, but then, see, then what would happen is you could desire the thing from me, but it's better to have you desire it than foreigners. No, got enough sun, lovely. Oh, I don't know, man. Here's the thing, turns out you're my most loyal vassal. Let's put you on the council. I need to stop thinking about what I'm doing. Right? No. Quite the opposite. I need to start thinking about what I'm doing, and I need to stop thinking that I'm playing CK2 vanilla. Because I just pissed off a load of people because I removed a counsellor. Let's drink this thing. See if we can see something. Money's coming in at the very least, so that's good. Alright. Known plots. Target. Here it is. Kill Pureborn, what's his face? You want to kill me? How about you don't? Hmm? How about that, eh? How about we don't kill me? That sound like a plan to you? I think it does. An old man with a map. Mike came to me today, a bit annoyed and tired. No pure blood, there is an old man. Oh, nah, because it's a vanilla and it doesn't deal with this. So my Justicia, right? It will be my Justicia. Alright. The old man seems to be a lunatic, but, well, he claimed he had a hidden map. An old map of Valyria where great treasures are hidden. Alright, let's hear what he has to say. The beginning of a story. We're doing it. We're doing it, but let's just hear him out. Before you stands an old haggard man in his 50s, maybe 60s. He doesn't look Qarthy, nor does he look like a beggar. Intrigued, you ask him about the map. The old man gave a smile. The gods would be afraid of. Noble Pureborn, it has come to my attention that you are looking for a way to acquire a Valyrian steel weapon. Ah! Indeed. As it happens, I have a map in my possession that may help you with your ambition. But before we continue, may I ask for an alcoholic refreshment? Your warlock, obviously annoyed, which quickly asks, why do you need alcohol? The old man looks a bit down at his feet, waits a few seconds, and refocuses back on you. Why, my lord? Because no great story ever started with someone eating a salad. I love this man. You have my curiosity, but now you have my full attention. Indeed you do. Indeed you do. The old man tells you he is certain about the location of Valyrian steel you seek. He points to the map and appears convinced. No doubt the journey there will be long, arduous, and very dangerous. Purchasing this map and following it could yield great reward. Fix the spelling on the events, for crying out, people. For crying out loud. Like, it's not even like a mistype. It's purchasing this map and following it could yield great reward. But it's not a P. It's supposed to be a B. Oh, all right, whatever. I'm ready, even though it is gonna cost quite a bit. The Fellowship of the One Ring. Okay, the Fellowship of House Naxos. This is amazing. We're going on an adventure. All right. Wait, what did I say about not drinking this thing? Because it makes your voice go weird. Doesn't matter. Oh, some of them even look like Lord of the Rings characters. Whilst preparing for the journey, your warlock suggests you should take someone with you. I've assembled a group of people at the top of their respective fields, and it will be suitable to accompany you on any quest. Okay. So here's the thing. I don't need a warrior, because I'm going to fight my battles for myself, because I have 130 PCS, right? Plus, I have a greatsword, which I can, there are certain situations where you can use the item to get out of life-threatening situations. In a lot of them you lose the item, but hey. Right, so I don't need a great warrior. A sailor and a navigator is useful, but he's also a soldier. A calmly healer is meh. The old man shall come with me. See, that I like, because it's his bloody map, right? He should know a thing or two. We'll hire a sturdy cargo ship. My flagship Qarth prepared and provisioned, please. Thank you very much. That's where we're going. You arranged to meet Prince Aqualo Rulos, a wealthy man from Valyrian, who wishes to purchase one of your slaves. He finally makes his choice, laying a hand on Zaimi's shoulder. This one, I think. How much is she? She's my concubine. 115 gold. The price is outrageous, he says. Well, you know, what can we do? And we're off on a quest overseas. And a guy with 1 diplomacy is going to be my regent. And I have a revolt. With as much as, like, what, 30,000 men? No, 20,000 men? Alright. Fine. Fine. I shall fight them. They're gonna die of attrition, mostly. All aboard! Qarth prospers. Alright, cool. They're gonna occupy some stuff, but they're gonna lose to attrition, like... Yeah, this place can only house 12,000 men. You're doomed. Your quest is doomed before it began. Okay. After many weeks sailing the seas, it's been like a couple of days, but alright. You're getting bored. Perhaps something can be done with Ganesio to pass the time. You have a game of... I have no idea how to pronounce that, nor how to play it. Or I will read a book. I mean, this is infinitely more useful and pragmatic, so let's read a book. The Luscious Tyrosian Maid... Naval Signals and Etiquette, Valyrian for Dummies, Review Qarth's accounts for the last year. I mean, this is just me, right? And considering we have a lack of funds, let's read Valyrian for Dummies. Maybe I'll learn some High Valyrian. That'd be nice. It wouldn't be particularly useful, but it would be nice. Alright, so, a daughter. I'm not gonna enslave her, but I can become ruthless in the process. Fuck it. Let's see if I've become ruthless. I haven't. Alright. Yeah, we'll do nothing. Really? You really don't like me that much? Fine. My wife went through extremely painful and dangerous labour, but she lived without any permanent damage. She also despises me because I've enslaved all her family, but hey. I don't care. Okay, pirates sighted. Here we go.
The lookout atop the ship's mast has spotted another vessel on the horizon. It comes closer as you realize that it must be pirates. Attempt to sail away and escape. Attempt to board them and slay the crew. Attempt to fight them using your large warship. 76% chance of you succeed. 23% chance of he gains wounded. I gain wounded and I succeed, okay? And then a 0.9 success chance that he gets maimed, severely injured, I get maimed, severely injured, and I succeed. So in none of these do I fail, but what if I attempt to board the vessel and slay the crew? Yeah, you better just put the sword down, right? Just put the sword down, let me fight. I will fight this pirate captain. Indeed I will. This is from Robert's Rebellion, the picture, but that's fine, alright. Now, how about... Oh, I'm way better than you, mate. I am way better than you. I will attack with force. And I will strike. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. My house words. Forget nothing, forgive no one. Ugh. That's awesome. Look at that. Oh, I love this mod. This mod is my favourite game of 2019, I swear to God. So, Corsair Murtaz, yes, tries to fight back, but I force my way through the move to elegantly whack the Witcher into his hand. Should I put it as just Witcher? I should just name it Witcher, right? Yeah. Alright. There we go. So to whack my Witcher hard into his chest. Did I read it as into his hand? No, yeah, no, I read that properly. Move to elegantly whack my Witcher into his hand. Finally, I thrust my Witcher hard into his chest. I keep envisioning Geralt of fucking Rivia being wielded around like a sword, and it's hilarious. Alright, the surprise is clear on his face as blood fills his mouth. I must have hit something important. Forgive nothing, forget nothing, forgive no one. And I have won. Ooh. He crumbles to the ground lifeless. You wipe your blood from your Witcher. The deed is done. He is dead. Valar Morgulis, Valar Dohaeris. There we go. The pirate threat has been dealt with. The defeat of the captain caused them to flee back onto their ship and sail away. It is now time to continue on our way. Shiver me timbers. No. It was a great battle. I thought we were ready to continue the quest. It would have been awesome. Storms are common this time of year, so it wasn't entirely unexpected to be caught amidst one. This was different. It arose suddenly and took your ship with a vengeance. The vessel groaned in protest. It was violently rocked back and forth in the waves. Crew members being flung like rag dolls by the fury of the sea. A loud crack rips through the wailing of the storm, and you look up to see the center mast toppling down upon your head, knocking you out. But I'm still alive. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere, I am still alive. Alright, let's get rid of this slave rebellion. Alive! Okay. You awaken with a start, coughing violently, face down in the sand, with the surf lapping at your legs. You get on your knees and you take stock of the area around you. No one seems to be there. You realize with a growing panic. You the sole survivor. Wait, no, there's a body washing up on the shore. It's Inesio, but he's unconscious. Okay. Snakes on an island. Thankfully I have this, so I'm going to be using this option, whatever it is. You storm through the jungle with Gnesio trailing behind you, struggling to keep up. You mutter continually about the cruelty of the Undying in ruining your adventure, complaining about the heat in this damnable jungle, and so on and so forth. Alright, find a large stick, swing at the snake. You manage to free him from the jaws of the snake, and you carry him to the nearby cave. You notice, once inside the cave, the walls are dark and square. Seems like a man-made corridor. I will continue onwards. The Riddle. Jesus Christ, this is an entire Game of Thrones episode, right? With just unknown characters. Okay, what do you want minutes? The entire episode has just been me sailing, Jesus Christ, and in crippling debt as well. Okay, near a tree by a river, there's a hole in the ground. This is a song! Near a tree by the river, there's a hole in the ground. This is a bloody song. I need to remember this song now. Do I not read the rest of it? No, the rest of it isn't the song. One crow and 4 proud eagles fly around and round. A lone direwolf appears in the veil of the night, while all eagles were killed by a dog in the terrible fight. I've remembered the song. The song's called The Riddle. And it just hit me. Jesus Christ, the quest is called The Riddle as well, isn't it? Yeah, the song is called The Riddle. Can we go and check this song out? No, we can't. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, here we go. So, the song, by the way, is by Gigi D'Agostino. It's called The Riddle. I knew this was a song. In fact, the thing is, I know this song as well, so I'll show you the lyrics, and I think this... I'm going to use my knowledge of this song, because I know about this song. I can sing along to, all of it, if not most of it. Most of it, if not all of it, all the way around, right? Let's just go back into the game. Please load in, thank you. Yes, alright, let's give it a second. There you go. So, the riddle on a mural on the corridor depicts: near a tree by a river there's a hole in the ground. 1 crow and 4 proud eagles fly around and around. A lone direwolf appears in the veil of the night, while all eagles were killed by a dog in a terrible fight. Below each section of the mural, the following text appears: I got time to kill sly looks in corridors without a plan of yours. A blackbird sings on a bluebird hill. Okay. Stone door closes behind you. In front of you, there is a lever with 3 rotating pillars. Each pillar has 4 pictures that look surprisingly similar to the mural you looked at the corridor. A loud mechanical screeching noise begins to fill the room with such tenacity it seems to disturb your equilibrium. It's quite painful. Near a tree by the river, there's a hole in the ground where an old... So, crow, eagle, dog, direwolf. Thing is, if any of you have played Skyrim, you know that this is from Skyrim, and if you get the wrong combination in, you die. Oh god, okay. Here's what we're gonna do now. Because I've forgotten the fucking riddle, because I wasn't paying attention. Like, I thought it was going to be something connected to the song. It's a great song, by the way. I've got 2 strong arms, listening to battle and so on. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different, but it's a great song. I really like it. Here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to go back and look at the footage that I've recorded. You're going to know that's cheating. Now it's not, right? Because had I actually read that, I would have remembered. But I was thinking about something else. Give me a second. I'm actually going to look at the footage. See, here's the thing. I'm going to do you one better than that. I'm going to look at the footage together with you. So, the riddle read like this. Near a tree by the river there's a hole in the ground. 1 crow and 4 proud eagles fly round and around. A lone direwolf appears in the veil of the night, while all eagles were killed by a dog in a terrible flight. Below each section of the mural, the following text appears. I got time to kill sly looks and corridors without a plan of yours. A blackbird sings on a bluebird hill. Yeah. Near a tree by a river there's a hole in the ground. 1 crow and 4 proud eagles fly around and around. But here's the thing. If we go into the game, which will take a second, there's only 3 pillars. So let's say 1 is a crow, 2 are eagles, 3 are neither. They keep changing around. Alright. So 2 is eagles, 1 is crow. 2 is eagles, 1 is crow, 3 is then direwolf. Now 3 should be dogs, right? And it keeps moving. Okay, 1 is crow. 2 is eagles. 3 is dogs. I'll go back to the riddle once again. One crow and 4 proud eagles fly round and round. A lone direwolf appears in the veil of the night, while all eagles were killed by a dog in the terrible fight. Crow, direwolf, dog. Final answer. Because if they were killed, then they're not there, right? So crow, direwolf, dog. Crow, direwolf. Crow, direwolf, dog. The lever reacts, and you hear a faint clicking of cogs. Alright, that's good. That's not good. The room shakes, and blood begins to trickle from your eyes, nose, and ears. Your body is telling you that you're in pain. The pain stops, and the wall behind the lever rolls open. What? Okay, why am I in pain? Or why was I in pain? Did I get it wrong? Pretty sure I got it right, but alright. Let's tell you what, before we do that. You're okay with me enslaving him? Yes, you are. Alright, great. Let's try and breed some of our slaves. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's no way you can do that, right? Never mind, she really doesn't want to get bred. Alright. If I castrate you, that gives me cruel as well, doesn't it? Yeah. Can I lash you? No, just being a slave is punishment enough. Alright. So, war's ended. Great. Like, this is all what's happening in the meantime, you know what I mean? Like, this is all... while I'm on the island, battling for my life or whatever, this is happening. And there's a phone now ringing. Why is there a phone ringing? I'll tell you why there's a phone ringing, because I hate system updates. It's not ringing because of a system update, is it? No! But every time there is a system upgrade, they change something. And now they change how... what's the word? How, ringtones work and how sound works on the phone. Doesn't matter, it's a behind-the-scenes thing. So, the journey's end. There is an elaborate-looking vault with a giant chest in the middle surrounded by piles of gold. You move towards it, you can see a blade made of Valyrian steel. Ignacio grabs you by the arm and says, "Wait, I need to talk to you." Okay. While on the boat together, I remember our game of Sivase. You read during the trip, knowledge is power. Alright. When pirates attacked, I remember that you fought the pirate and won. When we arrived on the island, I remember that you were very concerned with my life while on the island. So I did everything right. I did everything right by you. I've decided that you are unworthy because of the choices you have made and the way that you have treated me.
What?
You have treated your companions so poorly that they have decided to claim the sword for themselves. I did literally everything perfectly. I did literally every single bloody decision that I had to make. I made so that you'd have a positive opinion of me. It's not based on that, is it? It's based on this. And I'm a foreigner, foreign religion, lack of funds, vicious rumors, cannibal. It's because of that, isn't it? Happy with Quest is supposed to offset that. Okay, makes sense, because he hates me anyway, right? The fact that I did well on the quest just makes him hate me a little bit less. That's yeah, because he hates me for other reasons. Especially traits. Okay. But you have a negative 30, right? Yeah, I'll kill you. So, fine. I'll take a defensive stance for once. I easily break through his guard, move violently, slice half of his face completely off. He lies sprawled at my feet, completely at my mercy. He says, "I yield, I yield." I accept. I accept. You have slain Ignacio foiling his attempt to steal the sword. You walk over to his fallen body and pick up the sword at his side, taking it into your house's possession and completing your quest. Forget nothing, forgive no one. The quest ends. Add Valyrian steel sword to the treasury of pureborn sailor, Salor the Cannibal. Now, what shall we name it? It needs to be an adjective. And it needs to be... I'm going to call it Hurricane. I'm going to tell you why. Oh, no, I'm going to call it Storm, actually. Because I got it by surviving a storm and getting shipwrecked on an island, and I could call it the Riddle as well. And it wouldn't. I have to call it the Riddle. Sorry. I have to call it the riddle to complete the circle, right? Because I got it by solving a riddle, and it was like the song The Riddle as well. Yeah, I have to. I have to. Yep. Alright. Your ability to take down any man in a brawl is widely known. Many speak of your prowess and how it will be unwise to pick a fight against you. Yeah. Alright. Cool. I made it, or I haven't made it back, I'm on my way back. But I've done the quest. Okay. Now, let's pick the ambition to fall in love. How about that? Look for some love in the world. Negotiating with you, sod off. Reduce loan interest. I could do that as well. Okay. Keep going then. Have I made it? Have I made it back? No? You've converted the population of Jade Gate. That's lovely. If you can go and convert the entire population of Volantis, though, that'd be even more grand. Yeah. Many thanks. Okay. Oh dear, oh dear. So, I was going to say, I slashed off his face off. He's supposed to be disfigured, isn't he? He is disfigured. Alright. After a long journey with many adventures along the way, you have finally arrived home in Qarth. I am the greatest! Loses the trait on a quest overseas, gains 250 prestige. Both of us. And his regency is ended. Now, you take a look at factions, and it's kind of silly that the entire world is not exploding right now, or the entire kingdom is not exploding right now. It's funny. It really, really is. But, hey, I suppose that's alright. Now, I could sell slaves, and I think I should do that. Yeah, I'm going to sell slaves, and the reason for that is... I can do that. Fair enough, right? And I can also pay back the loan. I think. Buy and sully, free slaves, sell slaves, but enter the slave, construct a flagship, review bank accounts. That's fine, but how do I pay back my own loan? Establish a household guard. We do that too. Reduce loan interest. Sure, we'll reduce loan interest too. And then, if you could sod off with all that plotting, that'd be grand. What are you plotting for? Whatever. Ah, right. So here it is. The shareholder of the ancient Bank of Qarth has arrived in Qarth. Wait, the ancient Bank of Qarth has arrived in Qarth. You mean he's arrived? Surely he was there all the time, right? Alright, I'll pay back half the debt, right? I'll pay you back half, and then in 2 years' time I'll pay back the other half. Because, actually I might even pay more, because here's the thing. Put down the army, and now we go to Pharos. Not yet. There's 3 years need to pass till we can go to Pharos again. We're going on a slave raid. Yes, we are. Now, you're not going to love me, any of you, for doing this. But that's to be expected. Right, I don't need you to love me. I need you to respect me. And fear me. Since it is better to be feared than loved if one cannot be both. At least according to Niccolo Machiavelli. Or not necessarily. According to what he noticed in the world. Which I'll talk about that at a later date in another video, but yeah, point still stands. Okay. Now this slave raid needs to end remarkably quickly. Like incredibly. It needs to be the quickest kidnapping you have ever seen. The reason being, tiny slave camp. Garrison size -10, light infantry morale -50. Horrible. Tax income +2. What's that? That's nothing. Right, that is nothing. So, in order to improve the entire general situation, we must send our troops over and defeat our enemies. That's not what I meant to do. 75 gold coins for my beloved concubine. I'll sod you then. Alright. What do you want? You're a warlock. No. F off. Okay, we'll take this over. We'll take half the troops and we'll put them on the boats. The other half... Actually, the all the way around, that way, because I want to siege it. 19,000 is enough. There you go. There's 10,000 men in there. Bear that in mind. And then we're going to land the rest over here. Okay. So, again, it's not going to be the world's quickest smash and grab, but it needs to be relatively quick still. Right? So, now with the 8,000 here, I'm thinking we can go and siege another province. That one there, for example. Actually, probably even better. A third one somewhere, if one exists. Which it does not. So, never mind. I can reforge it. Turn your plain Valyrian steel sword into the pride of your dynasty. No. Leave it be. It's a quality 4 sword. You should really equip that one instead of this one. Yeah, Vassal Opinion +5. There you go. That's a great sword. That's a bloody great sword. Don't mess with it. You can ruin it. Okay. Cool. My diplomatic skills know no bounds, apparently. I also need to go raiding as well with my own men, but we're going to do that when this war's over. So let's go to speed 5 and be done with it. 27 years old. Very young, our little... Assume control as your playable character. Really, you can do that as well?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I told you. 115 gold coins for my lovely concubine.
Alright, if you can't afford it, sod off.
Is it the case of the more provinces I occupy, the more I get, slave-wise? It would make sense, wouldn't it? I don't want to kill him, he's actually loyal.
Dr. Rosh's idea, very well.
Upon her death, she cashed out. Fair enough. My concubine is with child. I will tell my concubine to take leave for the pregnancy.
Sure. Also,
let's take a few more as well, because I'm in my 20s, I'm having a midlife crisis, probably. Late 20s, that is. Let's see if there's any more slaves worth taking. So, not you. Not you. You're not a slave either. Ooh, I know of a quicker way to do this. Find character. Search court. Slaved. There you go. So, you could potentially become concubine. Sure. Take slave as concubine. There you go. My wife has grown old and less than attractive. Maybe a young mistress will bring some excitement to my life. No, adultery is a sin. Pfft, to that. My wife will probably not find out. Sure, my wife will allow me to indulge myself. Okay. I tried to seduce Ternesia. Yeah, I'm sure she'll allow me to indulge myself. The scorn I was met when I tried to... Really? Okay, in prison. No. Plot to kill. Ah, no, we're not gonna do it. You slanderous little prick, and I'm dealing with problems enough as it is. Jesus Christ. Alright. 75 gold coins, final offer. Sod off, you're not getting her then.
I'm telling you she's worth it. And if I'm telling you she's worth it, that probably means it's not true, but, you know, never mind. No one of value there, really? That's a shame. Alright.
Another warlock.
No, don't need warlocks anymore, thank you. Okay, let's pick up our troops and, I think this is actually quicker to do it like this, and then embark and then leave. And enforce demands. There you go. So, we now have a load of slaves that we've taken back to Qarth, and we can disband the fleet and the army. How much do my vassals hate me? Could be worse.
Could be worse. Call court out of hiding. Alright. Okay. You can stay. get you to do anything? Okay. It was a long and hard night in the end, it seems for nothing. Little Athano never lived. Died stillborn. He's to a concubine, so sod him, right? Why are we talking about his status if he's stillborn? I suppose how you bury him is sort of the thing, right? Alright. You're your own educator. That's scary, alright, that is very scary. Get out of that menu before I freak out more. Then I'm already freaked out. So let's see. Do we now have a small slave camp? Yes, we do. Okay. Okay. We'll need to wait for a while. You want this guy? Alright, 40 coins will do. There you go. And you arrived dead at my court. What? Your corpse just arrived at my court for some reason. Will you wash up on one of the shores? Probably. Alright. Okay, Pharos, hi. No, don't worry, I don't want to send you a gift. I actually am plotting your demise. And force vassalization. Can I do force vassalization on Gis? No. Ooh, we can repay the loan. There we go. Alright. So, that was a little bit of a close call, but all in all it ended well. Now, here's the main problem. These people despise me. I feel like they're not going to hate my son as much. Don't know why, but I sort of feel like that. Okay, Ancient City of Qarth. Nominate my son, or the title. Principality of Valentis. Elective. Fuck. Well, no, not fuck. I just need to think for a minute. We need an empire. That's the only way we get around this, right? Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, we need an empire. So otherwise, we could do this. Is a Valyrian freehold, which we're not. Damn. Alright, so we need to become an empire then. How do we become an empire? Realm size 180, personal prestige 3,000, 400 gold, and 3 kingdoms. So we need one more kingdom, basically. Prestige will take care of itself, give or take, and we just need one more kingdom. Right. How do I get one more kingdom? Alright, well, I guess we'll find out next time, because this has been an episode that's been ridiculously long. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gents. I'll see you next time. Hopefully with a shorter episode, but yeah, because this one was mostly just me adventuring all over the place. I wanted to do it in one big go. Alright, see you next time. Have fun, take care, bye-bye.